There's a new car in the garage today. Actually, it's been here for 3 months. Can you guess what it is yet? Probably shouldn't say that these days. Here we have it. This is my new runaround, my new daily driver, and it's probably not what you were expecting. I'll explain why I bought this. We'll go for a bit of a drive. I'm going to tell you why I bought this particular car, and it's replacing the M4. I'm going to get rid of the M4 very soon. I bought this about 3 months ago, and I'll show you what it is. If you haven't guessed already, you probably have guessed it anyway. So, spider. Harder to remove than I thought it was going to be. Yes, it's a Ford Focus RS MK1. It's from 2004, and it is the new runaround, the new daily driver. Let's go for a drive. I'll tell you more about the car and why I bought it and what's happening with the M4, which is essentially what it's replacing. We're going to go on a little drive from Manilva, which is the village where I live, up to a village called Casares. So it's not a long route, and I didn't want it to be a long video, so I'm just going to give you a bit of a rundown of really how I came to buying a Focus RS MK1. So let's get on with it. I think that summed it up. I don't know about you, but I'm just really bored with new cars. New cars just really bore me at the moment. There's nothing that comes onto the market and I think I really want that. I mean, there's the occasional thing, like I was quite interested in like the new Honda Civic Type R, for example. This car's silly. But I don't know, there's just, I mean, you know, I've got an M4, and when I look at the new M4, I think it looks ghastly for a start. I think the version I've got, which is the previous one, actually looks quite nice. But this new one just looks a bit sort of vulgar, and I don't like that. So anyway, so I was looking at cars, and I'm always looking at cars, and I don't know whether it's an age thing. Is it an age thing? I'm just going backwards now, so I'm not interested in all the new stuff. The new stuff is becoming really expensive and stupidly fast. So I think, I don't know, every time I look at cars I just go, oh, I quite like the older ones really, that make more noise and it's a bit more of a challenge to drive them. Ooh, he's going really slow. I'll take him in a second. The good thing about this road is that you can actually overtake quite easily. He says, as he sees, can't overtake. So we just double check. Nope. Damn, and now we're going to a. Well, that wasn't part of the plan. Luckily, we have enough power to overtake. We have more than enough power to overtake. I bought this car in July, and it's October now, August, so 3 months. So I had it 3 months, and well, it's really hard to find a good MK1 RS in Spain. There's so few, and in fact this one is an example of one that's imported from Germany. Just really hard to come across, especially ones that are in good condition, that have been looked after. And so I found, I mean, I was looking for ages, and I decided that I wasn't going to get a new car. I just wanted something with a bit of fun and something that actually you had to work to get some pleasure out of. And the new cars, I'm just finding are really too good. They're all too good and too fast. So I hunted for ages. I was looking at lots of cars, spoke to different people. It all seems a bit dodgy as well, the second-hand car market here. And then I came across this one, and I found it in the north of Spain, so I had to get a flight up there to go and pick it up. But it's just done 91,000 kilometers. It's a 2004 car, so it's 18 years old, so that's pretty good. And it is a complete riot, basically. It's sort of like the cars of old, like, you know, the Renault 5 turbos and stuff, where, you know, people used to have all sorts of accidents with those cars because, well, they were essentially quite lethal, as are cyclists on the roads. You do have to be careful. I think this is a bit of a love-hate car. Some people absolutely love these RSs, and others don't like them at all because they've got a differential on the front axle which is very playful, to say the least. So unless you're really holding on to the car, it can really surprise you. But we'll do some proper driving stuff with the car over the next few months. Hopefully. I keep promising to do videos and never quite get around to doing them. It was really hard to find a good car. This one has actually been, it's had a few changes. It's been modified, as you can see. It's got a few dials here that weren't original. It's got a sort of a suede steering wheel. Suede? Alcantara suede? Is it the same thing? I don't know. It's got this Alcantara steering wheel, which I wasn't that fond of originally because I was actually looking for original sort of standard car without any changes. But it's had a few mods, and it's got an extra 100 odd horsepower. So it's actually pulling about 310 horsepower. The original car was, I think, just 212, I think. And, well, we've arrived to our destination a lot quicker than I thought, which sums up the 300 horsepower. But this is, I mean, I tell you what, you do have to hang on when you floor it. But, oh my God, I have not had this much fun in a car for so many years. It is just, because it's got no traction control. It literally is you and the car, and the front is fighting. You're fighting with the front all the time, and the front is fighting with the road. The gearbox is really amazing. It's just such a lovely, lovely, lovely car. But it's not for everybody, because it's, you know, my girlfriend doesn't really want to drive it. She's too scared, because you go to overtake a car, and then all of a sudden it sort of throws you sideways as the differential kicks in. The car struggles for grip. Oh, somebody's broken down. Oh, it's a Ford Focus. We'll drive swiftly past. So yeah, anyway, so we have arrived at Casares, by the way, which is a nice village. I did a video actually going up to Casares in the Ferrari from different route in. So and now we've got a car here that's going to block us. So let's just pull over and let him go. I've actually just turned around because I've just noticed that the fuel lights come on, and we haven't got a lot of fuel, and there's no petrol station up here. And this car is very thirsty. So, like I said, it's not for everybody because of the way it handles and drives, and it's unbelievably stiff. Possibly the stiffest car I've ever had. And that includes the Ferrari, the Lamborghini, and for all of them, probably combined, to be honest. So what I was saying before, actually just before I finish, was just that this is really, oh, the fuel needle is going really low. This car is really old school because it's like those days when you used to, you know, press the accelerator, wait for the turbo to spool up, and then it will just kick in. And that's exactly what happens with this car. You sort of floor it, nothing happens, and then all of a sudden it all comes at once. And so it's completely mental, and I love it. Well, there you go. That's just a short video to give you some insight as to why I bought this car. I am hoping that I will get my act together and try and get some videos done with it, because this is actually a really, really interesting car in so many ways, and I don't think people quite understand. Not everybody, it sounds a bit patronising, but I don't think generally it's understood just how interesting and special this car actually is. Well, please stick around. I know I don't upload very often, but I will make a bit of an effort, and hopefully you'll enjoy some videos with another RS on the channel. Quite the Mark III. Oh, this one. Oh, bloody hell. That corner took me by surprise, and it shouldn't do, because I've been up this road millions of times. I'm going to take it easy now, because I'm either going to go off or run out of fuel. Right, on that note, thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Take care. Drive safely. Bye.